Do you think this documentary has been unfair to Pippen? Do you think it's making him the fall guy?
So originally when you said that, I thought no.
Okay.
You know what's interesting?
I still think no.
Two things. One, somebody on Twitter, I should find their name, but he said, when Pippen had the migraine series against the Pistons and he lost, his dad died around that same time, like May 2nd, 1990 or something.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
The documentary didn't really bring up, Pippen's dealing with the death of his father. Yeah. It's migraines, and it's Jordan being like, I mean, he says he has migraines, whatever. But Jordan's dad died, and it's like, I lost those 2 finals games because I had a lot. My dad died 3 years ago. Pippen's dad died 3 weeks ago, max. Maybe during the series, and you're just like, yeah, I don't know, migraines, bro. Grow up. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Wow.
That was interesting.
I didn't know that. So maybe.
And Mike Wilbon brought this up after SportsCenter. If Phil dared draw up a final play that went to Pippen, do you think MJ would have handled it well? Back when MJ was playing?
No.
But he did. He had that play. He's like, yo, if what's his face is open, give it to him.
If he's open, the ball goes to you.
And then you make the final decision. If he's open, kick it out. I will say this. Just to go back to it being unfair to Pippen, I think it is unfair to Pippen because these things that have happened throughout history that they're touching on with Pippen, like the 1.8 seconds left, etc., don't really play a larger role, right? Yeah, they hit that shot, but then they ended up losing.
Yeah.
So it seems like, I understand if you hit that shot, then you go to the finals and you win the finals. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you must include that in the legacy. That's very important. But hand selecting random games where, Pippen did something and then they either won or they lost, but it really didn't affect the legacy of the Bulls as we know it. It actually plays no part whatsoever in the story besides just showing that Scottie Pippen was kind of selfish. Like the contract nonsense.
But I think that's important to show because it's like, it shows his mentality as a person and that carries on to the court. Like that's a bit weak in my opinion.
Yes.
Like when you let your emotions get the best of you that much.
It was weak.
I agree.
You can't see the bigger
I think
picture.
I'll say this. I think that they do it to position Jordan as the alpha. And I think the lesson for Pippen was, I'm not insecure about being second fiddle to Jordan because I know he's better than me.
Yeah.
I'll wear his sneakers and ask for him to come back. Mm-hmm. I don't think Kukoc is better than me, but my greatest insecurity right now is that the organization does, that the players around me do, and that maybe the fans do. So when everybody sees he gets to take the last second shot instead of me, it confirms my greatest insecurity, which is this other guy's better than me. When they choose Jordan to take a last shot or choose Jordan to do some commercial for the Bulls or choose Jordan to do anything, it's like, you know what, they should because he's actually that much better than me. I can live with that.
I just think if you don't have those moments to be filmed and to come up in this documentary, we wouldn't see any of that.
So that's interesting.
And the fact that he has so many of those moments, him throwing the chair out of frustration and shit like that, I'm like, there's a moment where Pippen throws the chair.
MJ slaps teammates. Like,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They highlight those bad qualities
so you're
of
saying
Jordan too.
It is unfair to him?
No, I'm saying
he's like, it just paints the full picture.
Yeah, it paints the full picture.
It's just odd though, don't you think it's weird?
So I think a lot. I don't know if it's that deep with positioning Jordan as the alpha. I think a lot of this is just Jordan wanting to explain things away. Yeah, the gambling, I gamble, but I didn't have a problem. Like they talk about all his problems and then he gets to address them. This isn't Pippen's documentary. So they actually I think Jordan kind of threw him a bone with, listen, let's explain that everybody on the team forgave you after you didn't go into that play. So they get full context that you owned it right away. You apologized to the team. You got emotional. Let's explain all that. But that's pretty much, after that, we don't really need to worry about you. Yeah, the migraines. I thought that was bullshit. Yeah, I mean, if Jordan had migraines during a game 7, you don't think that would be a full fucking episode?
Yeah, but they big him up. They big up Pippen throughout this whole shit also. Oh, my best player. Oh, he's the greatest player I've ever played with. So I think it's fair.
I don't think
they're
the
doing
purpose.
a fair job.
Yeah, but the purpose of this documentary, I think, is a lot of Jordan being like, let me explain myself.
It's a sneaker commercial, and I'm going to explain myself for the last time in history because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here, and I want to make sure that I decide what history is going to look like from now moving on.